What do I have here? Oh, la, 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 la. What is this? Hmm. Oh, well, howdy, howdy, everyone. How you doing today? Welcome. Do you know what this is? I'll tell you just in case you don't know. You have stumbled upon Highly Motivated. Highly Motivated. This is a virtual smoke sesh. This is a time for everybody to get together. Whether you use cannabis or if you don't, it doesn't matter. This is a time for everyone to get together and have a time to chit chat, a time to talk, a time to toke, a time to reminisce, a time whatever. So that's what this is. We are here. We are here together. I'm highly motivated for the live weekly smoke sesh. So that's what's happening tonight. That's what we're going to be doing. Tonight's conversation really it begins with Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving just passed, and I think I'm still full. I mean, I want to say I can barely move. I've been walking and working and doing things all day to to get the things moving in my body so I don't feel so stuffed. But after Thanksgiving this year, I feel ultra stuffed. And it's not just the food I ate for Thanksgiving. Then I ate it Thanksgiving night and the next morning today. I have eaten Thanksgiving meal at least 4 times now. 4 times I've had Thanksgiving meals and delicious. Delicious every single time. This year we did something a little different. We didn't go with just turkey. This year we did something a hair different. We did the I don't even know what this is. I'm looking to smoke something today. Something different. Something I picked up before I got here, and I can't remember what the hell it is. One sec. Don't even know what it is. Oh, let me look at this other one. Maybe I'll see this one. Okay, here's the crazy part. I picked these up from a dispensary I'm not mentioning, and I can't, they don't have it listed easily for me to see what it is. I know both of the pre-rolls are delicious. I picked them up. One's like 33%, ridiculous. The other's like 27, but I cannot remember which one is which. I needed that guidance. So anyways, we were just talking about Thanksgiving. I still feel stuffed. We did something different. I did a lasagna. Now, if I'm seeming a little bit spacey today, here we'll start off with this one. If I'm feeling a little spacey, it's because before the show, I had an incredible tea. I was trying to do it for the show, but I wasn't prepared. I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I'm happy I got here to the show. Oh, this is rolled like I like it though. That's using a hand roll machine. Let's check these guys out. So, anyways, I before I knew it, the show was upon us tonight. And everything to me today became about shopping. Today came about deals. I don't go out there and shop. I don't, I will do online deals. I will do Amazon. It sends it to me like next day. Why would I go shopping when I have Amazon? And so today, a lot of people went out for Black Friday, and I think we're going to have, so it's Green Wednesday, which was, yes, Wednesday. Today, Black Friday. So one is the day before Thanksgiving, one is the day after Thanksgiving. um I don't really find great deals. It seemed like there was a lot of deals on stuff that I wouldn't normally buy, a lot of deals on stuff that they were discounting so much, like they wanted to get rid of last year's product. So that's what it looked like for Black Friday. They were just getting rid of stuff at some good deals here and there. I say that Green Wednesday is more of the cannabis's world. It's like their Black Friday. It's the big day for deals right before Thanksgiving. It's the big day for deals so you can deal with the entire family. And this Green Wednesday, the deals were okay. They were okay. There was nothing that I saw phenomenal. And to be honest, I did most of my shopping before Green Wednesday. I made sure I got great deals leading up to Thanksgiving. And that's really the most important part of it. I got great deals leading up. So that aside, Black Friday dispensaries that were open today were doing deals. And I went down to Grow Healthy. Now, I wasn't going to name them, but I was a little disappointed in their flour. So I got 2 8s and I got 2 pre-rolls. So I'm about to try one of the pre-rolls. And again, I cannot tell which one it is. I keep looking. My eyes are terrible. Even without these glasses, I can't see a thing. I know the THC on this one's like 28.8. Gives me the batch. Oh, wait a second. Wait, is it? Wait. I think I've seen the name now. Okay. So I think this is Queso Pero, which is a hybrid leaning indica. I like Queso Pero. Anyway, so I got 2 8s out of them today. I opened up the containers and they were dry. It was so dry. It was like crumbly. To me, that's immediate disappointment. Right there, that's showing me that either, look, it's showing me many different things. And I didn't want to mention these guys because they used to do really good flower. I did see some great bud tenders there today that used to work at another company, and I'm glad they're there. I'm glad they're doing well. So again, I judge everybody by pre-rolls. So let's smoke a pre-roll of theirs and see if it doesn't do, if it doesn't bring back my faith a little bit in this company. And again, this is Grow Healthy. It's just a place I was at today. They had good deals. So let's check them out. Queso Pero pre-roll. Looks like a half gram. Maybe it's a full gram. No, it's a half gram. It's got to be a half gram. It's so tiny. Like, it's so tiny. So I think the food has affected me. I think the chaos and emotional, I don't know what to even call it, overwhelming of the holiday has affected me. The food has definitely affected me. Yeah, the food. Well, so I told you we did it a little different. We did lasagna. We also did a turkey, but not a big gigantic turkey. Angie actually got a turkey thigh and we took all the bones out and she rolled and stuffed it with some stuff and it was delicious. Delicious. So we did it a little different. If you're just coming to the show, it's the Friday night smoke sesh. That's all this is. This is a time for us to get together and talk. Get together and smoke a little bit. Maybe have some tea, eat some edibles. Or you don't have to do cannabis at all and just be here as part of community. So that's what we're doing. That's what's happening. So I do want to mention, if you're watching on Facebook, I don't get to see any of the comments till later, but I just want to mention that. So if you are leaving comments, thank you very much. And I'll definitely make sure to check those out later. Okay. Now, quick news in cannabis. And I wanted to mention this. I thought this was interesting. The United States Drug Enforcement Administration, the DEA, is set to hold an initial formal hearing on the proposed rescheduling of cannabis this coming Monday, December 2nd. So this Monday, December 2nd, they're having an initial formal meeting about the rescheduling of cannabis. That's huge. I mean, that's enormous for them to actually be starting the process to talk about rescheduling, actually starting the process to talk about putting this on the table. It's not everything we're looking for. Rescheduling or descheduling cannabis, I think if you, not rescheduling, but descheduling it would be the biggest thing. To deschedule means it's not even a scheduled drug. It's not even on the docket, but they're going to reschedule it to something where you need a prescription, to something that it's the same as if you get pulled over with Vicodin, or if you get pulled over with Tramadol or something like that without a prescription, then you're getting a ticket, you're going to jail. I was always taught, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. But it's not terrible. It makes me want to sneeze. I don't know what that's all about. So anyways, Monday, December 2nd, from 9:30 in the morning to like 5 o'clock at the DEA headquarters in Arlington, Virginia, they're going to have this hearing. And it's a preliminary hearing, which will serve as a procedural day to address legal and logistical issues and discuss future dates for the evidentiary hearing on the merits with no witness testimony offered. You hear this? No witness testimony? So the DEA is going to have a preliminary hearing, but they're not going to hear from anybody? This sounds like some government bullshit to me. It just sounds like more government. Yeah, we're gonna reschedule, but we're not gonna listen to any of you, and we're not gonna take any opinions. So this is happening Monday, right around the corner, December 2nd, right behind. I mean, just like this. It's already happening. Things are already going on. So I think we need to be involved. I think. So, yeah, they're talking about no witness testimony offered or received. Previous reporting indicates witness testimony likely will not happen until the beginning of 2025 at the earliest. But they are going to be hearing from people. But it's a shame that even in the infancy of talks of rescheduling, that the DEA is so closed-minded and doesn't want to already start beginning to hear from advocacy groups or hear from doctors, hear from patients, hear testimonials about how cannabis has changed their lives and has made taking their medications so much easier. Or it's the synergistic combination between things that make it easier. Cannabis, look, it's a superfood. When I say a superfood, you eat cannabis raw, it helps your stomach. You eat cannabis raw, you're getting THCA, you're getting CBDA. That sounded weird. Anyways, you're getting, I hear things happening outside. It sounded like I don't know what it sounded like a wind tunnel, just and a motorcycle all together in one, just went across the window. I didn't see anything, but I heard it. So if you eat cannabis raw, it's one of the greatest ways to be able to get THCA and CBDA in its acidic form. This actually it dissolves into the bloodstream, digests and processes through the liver, gets into the stomach. Once into the stomach, it starts repairing damage in the stomach from acid reflux, from gastrointestinal issues. Really interesting stuff. So it's not just about getting you high. Look, I make a tea from it. I eat it raw. I also like to smoke it. No matter how you might like to use cannabis, there are 1,000 different ways. 1,000 different ways. And it's a superfood. So you can eat it raw. You can eat a handful of seeds. A handful of hemp shelled seeds would give you a week's worth of aminos and proteins that you would not get from something else. Cannabis offers it like that. Actually, I think it was the Aztecs or the Mayans. I know I'm probably getting one of them wrong, but they had done something similar with the cannabis seeds, the shelled hulled seeds. And is it like a plane? It's gotta be like a plane flying low in circles? Okay, I'm hearing shit today. Unless the weed's really, really good, but it's not from my favorite people. And if you know me, you know who my favorite people are. You know who my favorite cannabis is. My favorite's Goldflower. Now, this is not. This is Grow Healthy. And, if it wasn't on sale, I wouldn't buy it. That says a lot about it right now. It was on sale, so I'm smoking it. It's their premium, so I got their premium goodies on sale. Not impressed. I really expect more. Oh, that's a big thing to talk about today. Here in Florida, more licenses for cannabis operators to operate here in Florida. You have to operate from seed to sale, and it's a very interesting process that they do here. So they only had 22 licenses or 23 licenses originally released here in the state of Florida. These licenses were under many stipulations, but for long-standing farms to be able to be cannabis operators and to be able to purchase the license here in the state of Florida, which has gotten very expensive. So I think the yearly renewal fee right now is at 1.3 million. It used to be $60,000 for the yearly renewal of the license, and now it's 1.3 million. So what they've done, they've just released 22 new licenses. So they put the list out the other day of all the new people. Belushi Farms is going to be coming. Yes! So Belushi will be here. I think it's like Good Sports or Betting Sports, or I don't know what their company name is, but it was DBA'd as Belushi, Belushi Farms. So I'm pretty jazzed about Belushi coming to Florida. He needs to come here. I know some people were trying to do a brand partnership with him early on and it didn't fall through. But, you know, if you're just joining us, I'm highly motivated. We don't have a topic. We have a chit chat. We have a talkie talk. You know, here on Highly Motivated, we are more than just a podcast. We are the Smoke Sesh. And whatever we're going to talk about, we'll talk about. If I forget it, I forget it. It is what it is. The reason I say there are no actual topics, because we will jump from this to that and this to that. And right now we're talking about cannabis in Florida, medical cannabis, and the new licensees that have just been awarded the ability to operate here in the state of Florida. So I say congratulations. I say congratulations to all the new licensees. You've got your work cut out for you. And just so you know, it's a wild market here in Florida. It's like no other market you've ever experienced. If you think you're coming into Florida and it's like Nevada or Colorado or New Mexico, no, not even near. It's a whole different beast of its own. And the customer base here, really the big customer base here that a lot of these MSOs, multi-state operators, forget about is our retirees. Our retirees control the state in mass numbers, and they have great demographics with pocketbooks that they can afford cannabis, because cannabis is not cheap. Good cannabis is not cheap. That's something I really had to learn. I had to learn. I mean, I was smoking swag for a long time because that's what was affordable. And then occasionally I could afford some good shit and I would smoke it. And then I went to Colorado and I smoked really good shit. And then I came back here and then I went overseas and smoked okay shit. Not great, but okay. I've smoked shit all over the world. And sometimes amazing, sometimes really disappointing. And so here in Florida with the medical market, I had gotten so used to our flower that when I was able to try somebody here in Florida, that obviously my favorite, that was able to just knock it out of the park, it shows you what you're missing and you pay for what you get. Okay. But sometimes affordable weed is just that, affordable weed. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing at all. And as you'll catch me tonight, my fit, my attire. This is my day of Thanksgiving, or day of thanks. Remember, I repurposed the holiday. We talked about this on Wednesday. I'm repurposing, or I did already repurpose Thanksgiving because it passed. It's done. I feel like it's still here. I feel like I'm still dealing with Thanksgiving. So, I don't know, pretty serious stuff there. So yeah, this is my Thanksgiving fit, my after Thanksgiving relaxation shirt. I've been doing some soul searching today. I've been doing a little bit of historical research. I've been doing a myriad of things. A little bit of digging early this morning. I've got this crazy right now. I'm working on an underground greenhouse. I am so excited about it, but it was actually one project that's now turned into another project. Am I a little loony? Maybe, but when it's done, it's going to be amazing. Nothing shy of amazing. So now it may look like a hot mess, but it's getting there. I'm terraforming the land in front of the house. So you've got the house, and then right in front of the house, you've got a part of the gardens that kind of start to the left and go off behind and round around the house here. They round around, and in front I have a driveway that curves around and goes all the way down to the other part of the property. But right across the driveway, I have an area of land that I've been pushing out deeper into the pond area, creating like a Machu Picchu step down into the pond. And it's a pretty steep drop. I would say at its steepest part of the drop, it was at least 25 feet down. And that's a pretty good jump. So I've been digging away at the ground and creating a new shelf of land. And as I do that, I'm digging down in the original areas and creating a sunken greenhouse that will be on the second step of, I don't know what I'm rambling on about. But eventually, that will look amazing. Plus, I'm digging a waterfall. It goes from, so when it rains here, the waters all just come gushing past the house, and they wear away all the land. So I built it up with rocks, I built it up with dirt, and I'm packing it all down. I'm creating channels, so the water all comes down to one area, which will now be a waterfall going down to the pond. And so when it's not raining, I'm going to put a little solar pump that pumps the water back up, and it's always drizzling. So all the rocks and everything kind of illuminate and glisten, even when it's not raining. But when it is, it serves a purpose. And when it's not, it'll just sound nice. Plus, you should have running water in front of your house. Why? It promotes wealth. Wealth of soul, wealth of health, wealth of money, wealth of finances, wealth of knowledge, just wealth. It's an Asian trick. Not like a trick, because almost to open up a portal into wealth. It's you create a falling water something at the entrance to your home, or right close to the entrance. Or so if you go to different Chinese restaurants, and you'll see like falling water, just a little waterfall thing right on the outside of the place. That's why, because it creates wealth of success, wealth of health, and not necessarily money. I think when we look at wealth, we look at it in a wrong way. We look at wealth and we're like, oh, you have lots of money. I'm like, no, I'm wealthy in health. I'm wealthy in the health of my family. I'm wealthy in friendship. In money? No, for some reason, the freaking water features that I set up outside of my house don't understand that I need other wealth as well. But it's okay. It's quite all right, because what am I going to do with it? I'm just going to spend it. So, this way, I have what I need, when I need, where I need, and why I need. And that's what it is. You don't need money. You want it. And when you want it like that, you're never really going to get it, because the universe fights against you. So if you just kind of let go and let things happen sometimes, they still don't. But that's okay. That's not what life is about. I think people get lost in the idea of money and what money is. I mean, you have to lose it, and lose it hard, to put a value to it. When you grow up with it, you have no value to it. You don't understand it. And then when you lose everything and have to start over on your own, and at your own merits, and at your own strength, and at your own abilities and understanding, you realize there's no value. I mean, when you grow up and you look at it, you don't see a value. And when you work so hard for it, you inflate a value to it. Like, okay, So, for example, so harsh though. This is very harsh. So, I many times have lost everything because I take chances in life. I love the journey of life. It's not about reaching a goal. I will reach 1,000 goals. and I will start them all over again. I love the journey of it. I love the adventure. Sometimes it's a little wacky, but if you don't do it, you'll regret not doing it. If you don't do it, you're always going to think about, why didn't I do it? Why didn't I do this kind of adventure? I mean, what holds us back? Money? Sometimes, you can save a little bit, save a little bit, save a little bit, and you can get closer to your dreams and to your goals. The only person holding you back really is you. And these days, we don't need as much money as we used to. With the advent of the internet, if you're selling a product that you personally produce and provide or whatever, you have a worldwide audience. It's how you manifest what you're looking for. Stop needing and wanting everything. That's what I'm saying. If I made extra money, what would I do with it? I would do nothing. Nothing different. No, that's not true. I would do a lot more vacations. But I wouldn't fly. So I'd buy a really smooth RV and hit the road again and relearn history and live history. Live the sunrises and sunsets and live the cool breeze of an evening and the stars as they come out. Live life with the journey. I would find a way to be able to educate on the road. If I had the funds, I would do a mobile pop-up cannabis education bodega, whatever that means. But with Oregonji.com, I still might be doing that. Maybe I take the podcast mobile. Maybe I take the podcast out into the streets, because I've been thinking of ways to spice things up. Seriously, look, look, with my new added items for sale on Oregonji.com, which I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm just trying to offer really good shit, cool stuff. Like the infused sugar, I think is freaking awesome. The new tea blends that will be available this coming week or by this weekend, I am so jazzed. The tea blends, they're delicious. And it's high tea. That's the brand. The brand is high tea. So it's beautiful high tea blends for making tea with or without cannabis. So I like to make tea with cannabis. I like to take raw cannabis and I like to break it up and add it to my loose leaf tea blends. So the tea blends that I have available, you can do them without cannabis and they are amazing. Or you can add cannabis for that little bit of a kick. But keep in mind, for example, let me just put this one down. So in this little pre-roll that I did, this is a mixture of THCA and Calea Zacatachichi. Now, Calea Zacatachichi is a dream herb. A dream herb. So earlier, I tested one of my little pre-rolls. I rolled a few of them. So I was like, goody gumdrops. So I rolled a few, and I tried one earlier. I was light on my feet. I was feeling very euphoric. I think I put too much in there. So I'm glad that the next blends are going to be more controlled. But in that, wow, very, very interesting. I've smoked that THCA flower before, and it was like nothing. It was just like I'm smoking nothing. It's just like I'm smoking to smoke, to cure an oral fixation or something. Really nothing. I didn't feel shit from it. No high, no blah blah, no nothing. And THCA is just hemp flower that has not been activated yet, but it has a higher THC count. So the THCA flower, it's a loophole in the law. It gets around, they ship it. But it was crap. It was crap swag. It was nothing that excites me. But I mixed it with the Calea Zacatachichi, and wow, it took the nothing weed and made it like just a banger. It made it fire. It made it like, and even the start of the show today, I was a little out of it. It takes me 20 minutes to get comfortable and get into the show. It takes me like 20 minutes just to, relax a bit. Because leading up to the show now, it's not pressure, it's excitement. And then with all that excitement that I have to start the show, I get farmished, I get bojangled, I don't know what words I'm using today, farmished, barjangled, bojangled, but I do a little bit, and I ultra ready to start. So it's like when you have butterflies, you just want to get out there and go. And then you do it and you're like, da, 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 da. So it takes me 20 minutes and a joint that had to be more leaning, kind of hybrid indica. I could feel that in my body. It's just a little heaviness that's weighing down on me here. Okay, let me see. Now, again, I'm just gonna let you know, I'm playing around with music. This is an AI generated music, by the way. So as I talk, and if I talk at a beat that is calm and relaxing, the music does that. And if I get excited and I start talking like, I get excited, I can get a little bit excited. You heard that? See? Music picked up and went faster. I think we're in the future. I mean, obviously we're in the future, but we're there now. We're there now and it's pretty exciting. So anyways, I was saying, it takes me like 20 minutes to get into the show and get comfortable. Get excited, get ready, get down. And that's what this show is. This is our chance to hang out. Shoot the shit. That's all it is. No expectations. I don't want you to sit here and think this show has any expectations and it's anything but what it is. It's awesome. It's awesome because it's time with all of you. Even if I'm just talking to myself, I know later, you might hear me. Later, you might sit in for 5 to 10, 15 minutes of a conversation. But in that, I know we still have time in our smoke sesh, in our community chit chat. And remember, even if you don't use cannabis, even if you don't smoke, 100% perfect, fine. You're still part of the community. You're still here, part of the show. So I don't know what I was saying a second ago. I know I was saying something good. But I'm just looking to see if I have, I was checking my horoscope. My horoscope was some interesting shit today. But anyways, I think I was talking about doing new things with the show and trying to find ways to spice things up and bring it out to the audience more. So I was thinking on the road shows are interesting. And maybe, let me just pull this out here. Yeah. I was going to do some wheel spins. And in that, we can spin the wheel. If you put your email, I'll spin the wheel for you. And if you win, I will ship some shit to you. As long as, I guess, age requirements or everything. But it's non-cannabis. So it's okay. It's non-medicated, non-infused. And I've got some really great prizes. I've got great shit and great swag. Swag. It's swag. It's swag or swag, because swag is what I used to call weed. Swag is what I would call really shitty dirt weed that was bricked up and you'd peel it off. That was swag. Yeah, what are you smoking? I'm smoking some swag, yeah. And then everybody was like, swag, SWAG, is what you get from like dispensaries and radio stations and t-shirts, all this kind of crap. So I was figuring I could do something similar. And as you see, we have a wheel here with some incredible prizes. Just incredible. I'm just going to give it a spin so you can hear it because it is exciting. Okay. It's fair. Look at this. Oh. A non-cannabis high tea blend. That means no THC, no hemp bud, nothing like that. Just a blend of tea. A beautiful tea. You'd let me know if you want the cosmic mix. You want the evening cosmic, which is a little psychedelic. It's great for dreams. It's got a little Kalea Zakatachichi, Daminia, Blue Lotus. Really amazing stuff. And it tastes fantastic. But you can tell me if you like a morning, an afternoon, or an evening tea. And keep in mind, any one of these teas can be drinking at any time. But all super delicious. And I will ship it to you like that. I will put it on the slowest possible mail, though. It won't come overnight. It'll take like a month. maybe 2 months to show up. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? But right here on the Oregonji show of Highly Motivated, we're gonna spin it. And if you put your email, now if you're on Facebook, I apologize. I will do a private wheel spinning on Facebook, and I might even go on the Tiki Talker and do a wheel spinning on the Tiki Talker. So, or even the Insta Cha-Cha, but the Insta Cha-Cha has been ignoring me. So why am I going to go and give the wheel spinning to the Insta Cha-Cha? Why? Instead, I give it to Facebook, to LinkedIn, to YouTube, and to Twitch. That's where we're streaming to live right now. Now, if you see this later, it's going to be difficult for me to do the wheel spin. Maybe if you send in, like you DM all your emails and contact information, I will spin the wheel for you, and we'll see what you can win. I think that's pretty cool. So that's what we might try there. But on a Friday night, I was figuring what would be great fun, but to spin the wheel and see what people can win. Look at that. Isn't that great? I love it. I get all excited about it. It's like there's an energy behind the wheel that, that I get incredibly excited about. Nada. Nada. That means nada. You get nothing. Nothing, I tell you. Here we go. And then this, look at that. Look at that. I've got these flyers out all over Florida. Very exciting. Oh, that's big. That's big, yo. The red prize would be any one of my big prizes in the box right here. Oh yeah. And do I have big prizes in the box? I do. My whole set will fall down in a second. Wait, what box is this? Wrong box. Okay. But in a box very similar to that box has big prizes in it. And then, of course, you may land on swag, so I will send you swag from like everything I've collected over the years. I've got different things, some really groovy stuff. I think I even give away a pirate hat. I've got a groovy ass pirate hat I'll give away. Look, nothing's off the table. I'm just saying. I'm looking to spice shit up. I am looking to take the show to a new and exciting level. And in that new and exciting level, I'm just gonna keep it here so you can look at it in the background. You'll see it and be like, yo, spin the wheel. I'm sorry, I can't help but play with the wheel. I know I'm having a podcast here, but it's the wheel. Bear with me. All right, let's get this thing sparkied. Let's get chitty chatting. And I'm thankful for all of you guys coming, girls and guys and they, them, anything you want to call yourselves. It's all good. But I appreciate you being here. I'm thankful for being part of the show, being a part of the chit chat, a part of whatever it might be. Okay. So this is the second one, and it's definitely this is a hybrid leaning sativa. I don't know what it's called. I just know one was the queso pero. And what did I think of the queso pero? It was kind of harsh. It was dry. The pre-roll burned very quickly. And so it was okay. It was okay for cost-effective weed. It was okay for Black Friday deal. That's what I got today, was a deal. And it was a big deal. So I was like, all right, I'm trying to be cost-effective right now. And this one is already running, damn it. Too many air pockets in here. It hits nice though. And it's got a berry-esque taste as I exhale. So that can never be bad. So anyways, once again, thank you for being here on Highly Motivated. I hope you had an amazing Thanksgiving or Day of Thanks as I repurposed it. I hope you hugged everybody. I hope you told your family that you love them. It's important. You should. I hope you ate. I don't know why we eat so much though on the Day of Thanks. Why do we have to eat so much? Is it programmed into us that we have to eat so much food on Thanksgiving. I had lasagna, and then I had this artichoke, beautiful cheese dip. I don't even know what to call it. It was amazing. That's what it was. It was amazing. And this gorgeous focaccia bread, focaccia. But it was homemade, and Angie made it, and it was delicious, I tell you. Delicious! It was delicious. And you dipped it in this gorgeous artichoke cheese thing. Delicious. That and the lasagna alone was like everything. And then this turkey roll. Fantastic. With mashed potatoes, with gravy. It was like 2 different meals. And I ate them like it was 2 different meals. I did the lasagna first. I rested a little bit. And then I went back in. And then I had the turkey and the mashed potatoes and the cranberries and your traditional Day of Thanks meal. But again, I am repurposing Thanksgiving to a Day of Thanks. You'll notice right over here, this little flyer. Isn't that awesome? Look at that big doink. That's got to be like a 3-grammer. That's a 3-grammer right there. That link takes you right to the Oregonji.com website, where we've got great stories, great articles. You can sign up to win prizes via the site. We even have the initial sign up to get you a free medical cannabis card. You sign up. I mean, it's every month we pull winners, and that's pretty exciting. If tonight, live, anybody wanted to drop their email right here, we would spin the wheel, you could win. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. Okay, moving on. So that's it. That's the show. That's what we do. That's what we talk about. Tonight we talked about our Green Wednesday. We talked about Black Friday deals. And there's just deals all week. All week it feels like too many deals right now. Feels like I'm overwhelmed with cannabis deals and overwhelmed with, I don't know, with I'm trying to get the light to stop shining. Look at that, it's just so bright. It's a lot of deals. And I'm just overwhelmed. I bought a lot right before. And then today I went back because they're like, it's big deals. And I drove really far and I bought this and I don't feel like I got a great deal. I feel like it's okay. And I know it's not the greatest thing to say, but that's what it is, and it's okay. You can tell I'm not happy about it. I should have driven to Ocala. And got me some gold flower. I'm just going to throw that out there. I should have. It was only another 30 minutes, but that would have been like an additional hour. Because an additional hour. So I'm talking about like from where I am to Ocala and back. I would have had and knowing that I only had 2 8s and 2 pre-rolls available, I would have been upset for driving that distance just for that. But it would have been worth it. It would have been worth it. I'm just throwing it out there. When you love good weed, you throw down for it. Look, no matter what, you'll be out there saying, these people are fire. If they've got good fire, you let people know. That's what it is. So anyways, told you about the wheel. Maybe thinking about a mobile podcast from different dispensaries. We can come to you. Maybe from community centers. We can come to you with a question and answer. If you have questions about cannabis. So I did want to show you that. I don't know if you could read it. It says, do you have cannabis questions? Come to Oregonji. We're going to have pop-up educational bodegas. Not selling anything, just educating. Just talking to you about cannabis. Simple questions. Complicated questions. Bring it on. We're going to have doctor-backed seminars. I'm pretty excited about what we have in the future with Oregonji. So there's going to be educational seminars with doctors talking about specifics like Alzheimer's and dementia, talking about how cannabis and the combination can help. That is everything. That's everything I've ever wanted. Anything that education can get to the community. That's fantastic. And if I can give away some free shit along the way, also fantastic. So tonight on doink number 2, individual doinks. I think they're half grams. Because I'm blowing through these so fast, yo. All right, let me look. It's a 0.7. So it's not a half gram. It's not a full gram. It's a 0.7. I didn't know that. Should I be disappointed? Should I feel cheated? Like, it's not even, it's just above a half gram. A half gram would be 0.5. So 0.7 is just a little bit more. It's like half gram, just, but I think they're purported. I mean, it probably are stated that they're 0.7. I just didn't pay attention because I assumed it was a full gram. I told you when I was first looking at it, like, oh, it's a full gram. No, it's a half gram. I don't know, it was something disappointing between a half gram and a full gram. And I find out now, looking at the package, reading further, that it's a 0.7. I mean, should I be disappointed? I don't buy from them normally. That's not one of the people I go to. I heard they're on a resurgence. I heard they're coming back and trying to do something big. It's okay. Once you've been spoiled by really good cannabis, your standards get really, really high. It's hard to impress me now. If you're not Goldflower, it's hard. Look, they can impress me. They've had some amazing strains that have just knocked me on my ass. I mean, if they would have given me a full gram halfway through, I'm already high. I'm already feeling the entourage. I'm already feeling, wow, half a gram. Maybe I should only go through half of it. Look, if it's good cannabis, you don't have to smoke as much. You don't have to smoke as much. So no, this is not obviously from the place that I enjoy. Okay, I'm not going to harp on them. It was a deal. My throat's harsh though. Anyways, we're here, we're smoking together, we're talking together. It's the after Thanksgiving. And by the way, on Thanksgiving, or the day before, I was talking about how we give so much between Thanksgiving and New Year's. Between Thanksgiving and New Year's, that's become our Bermuda Triangle of giving, our love for mankind, our want to help and donate and spend time with the homeless and the misfortunate, and you name it. And we do this from Thanksgiving to New Year's. And during the show on Wednesday, I was like, hey, why can't we do it from Thanksgiving to Thanksgiving, New Year's to New Year's, like all year round, all year round? We give ourselves once a week. If you can't, once a month, but all year round. Give of yourself back to society, back to community, help with 2 issues that we deal with that should be eradicated. And they would be eradicated if we came together as a conscious community effort. We could very easily eradicate hunger. I don't think that's far-fetched. I don't think that's anywhere near impossible. As a community of people coming together, eradicating hunger. Now, homelessness is hard because homelessness is many different situations. Homelessness is some people want to be on the streets. Some people do not want the conformity of a house. Oh, is my neck starting to hurt? Even I'm moving too much. Maybe I should be. So I think hunger is something that we can we can work on as a collective effort. And coming together as a cosmic collective effort, we are capable of world changing. I'll explain more as we go on. Because the first hour, I'm still just getting into shit. And we don't like to get serious until, the second hour. Okay. Or sometimes we don't even get serious at all. It is what it is. So tonight I wanted us to come together and shape the energy of the coming year. Shape look, we could take our individual frequencies. We could take our individual frequencies and vibrations and influence collective energy. People can elevate their personal vibration. You can elevate your personal good vibration. That's what good vibrations. Okay. Now I want to sing sweet sensations. Okay, done. But you can elevate your good personal vibration. That elevates. It's gratitude. It's meditation. There's so many ways you can get there. Or you can just feel it. Authentically feel it. And acts of kindness are everything. Acts of kindness are what we need now. I don't know if you ever saw, there's a movie, one of the Ghostbusters movies, and they were in New York. I mentioned this before. And there was a slime living underneath the city. And the slime was reactive to emotion and behavior. And if your karmic behavior and emotion was angry and mean, it manifested and it grew and it became stronger. And if you killed it with kindness, well, exactly that. It couldn't manifest. It couldn't create. It couldn't become. It was all the kindness that people brought at the end. It was the coming together and seeing that harmonic frequency of love. That's the spicy meatball. So that's exactly it right there. And that was the movie. So I think we can shape our cosmic love for the coming year. Before it gets here, of course. It's right around the corner. Like 2 steps right around the corner, it's the new year. And I really feel this year went by quickly. I really feel this year was like absolute lightning, like super fire. And I don't know where the hell all the time went. I'm serious. I don't know. I really feel like, I really feel like it's been lightning. It's sped by like just incredibly lightning. So one second, let me fix something really quickly. Okay. Excellent. Now fixed, now rocking and rolling. So I don't know, I think we can shape our energy. We can shape our personal vibration that we're sending out into the world to make it a better place. For you and me, we are the world. I'm not gonna start that shit. We are the people, or we are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start living, something like that, yeah? There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a brighter day, just you and me. All right. I can't, obviously when you hear it once, it's in your head. And I heard it being sung in chorus by Michael Jackson, Cyndi Lauper. There are Lionel Richie. It is such an iconic moment in my life, that song. All these artists came together and they were made to come together. Their agents made them come together. It was like we didn't have the internet back then. We didn't have TikTok. We didn't have anything like that. And all these artists came together under Quincy Jones, I think it was, and he produced the whole thing. Everybody was there. And we're talking hard rock singers, we're talking about pop rock and R&B, but everybody came together. And they spent like a couple of days trying to find the words to bring people together under a song. And that one sticks in my head. There's other ones that stick in my head too, like anything Digital Underground, you know. That's terrible. I can't just go start singing some, you know, the Humpty Dance. The Humpty Dance is your chance. Do the hump. Okay. But yeah, that's what we're doing on the show today. I am reliving some old songs. There is a beautiful AI vibe playing in my background. We're talking about Thanksgiving. We're talking about kindness. We're talking about goodness. And I'll tell you something, we need to be kinder. We need to bring more, I think, more to our community, our society. Look, recently Ange found out that the community center down the way, they lost their entire garden and they're rebuilding it. So she's been taking cuttings from everything and bringing it down there. It's that little step, kindness, giving back, doing more. It's not just that, it's 100 little things that we can do every day. You see somebody begging for change, instead give them food, give them an opportunity, give them a drink, not alcohol, but, you know, give them coconut water, give them a bottle of water, give them a bottle of water and a sandwich, and tell them that you're rooting for them. Is there anything, you know, is there anything you could do? Is there anything that you can do? Oh, that's a weird one, because to give back like that is such a commitment, and it is. If you have the ability to hire extra people, but that's such a responsibility, especially when somebody's homeless. And all right, I'm not asking anything. I'm just asking kindness. Give food. If you have spare change, give spare change. Give encouraging words, and or say nothing and just give food and water. I don't know. That is such a dilemma, because I don't offer opportunity. I stop and I give food sometimes. I give water. I give any change that I have on me, any bills, whatever. I mean, if it's dollar bills, not like anything higher than that, I don't. And that's only when I see kids. I see families. That kills me. I think we need more opportunities for people that have children, that have families, that have medical needs. There has to be allowances. We can't just be about money all the time. We can't just be about, you know, profit. And so our collective energy needs to come together. It needs to come together in a way where we can change the future for others. We can change it with kindness. We can change it with goodness, with opportunity, not just a handout. So that's my, that's my call out for a high frequency change, a high frequency modulation. Let's be good all year. Let's try to be good all year long. And, you know, that's it. That's practicing it throughout the year, I think, is going to bring a collective vibration it's raising. If we all do this together, our collective vibration raises up. And that's why I talk about that stupid movie with the Ghostbusters, which was an excellent movie. Excellent. I don't know why those don't get Oscars. Yeah. So that's what that is. That's what this is. We're just kind of chit-chatting about a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And I don't want to get too serious. Smoked 2.7 grams. Each one was 0.7. And not impressed. I mean, I wish I had more to smoke, because Not impressed. I mean, I do. I have some aches, but I didn't roll anything up from that. I was smoking it in the pipe earlier, and it was what it was. Hmm. It is what it is. And again, tonight, live, if you put your email on the screen, maybe that's bad, because that way it's just like spamming. But that's the only way I know how to get a hold of anybody. So if you put your email, I spin the wheel. And if it wins something, I will contact you and ship. You don't have to put your address, just your email. Because I'll contact you. And then I'll ship you whatever you win. So that was still on the table. Just want to let people know. Okay. So I might be hopping onto the tiki-talker and doing some wheel spins because I love spinning it. And I love giving shit away. But anyways, we're here. This is the podcast. This is our get together. This is the spiel. I hope you didn't have any expectations. This is just a smoke sesh. Do you remember those? Do you remember when we used to get together and smoke and talk and educate each other? We would join as community. And I think that was what was so golden about the old school smoke sesh. The old school smoke sesh wasn't about, it was actually, all it was getting together. Friends wanting to get together on a truly closer level. So, that's what I miss. That's what this is. This is just a time for us to get together. Okay, I've stated that. And quickly, I just wanted to pull out the Orin Plus. The Orin Plus, which is my answer to Alexa. So you've got these Alexas and these Googles, these googly ooglies. I don't actually have any of those around my house because that shit's listening in. Just letting you know, if you have like an Alexa or a Googler or Cortana, I think that's what it is. And that shit's on, yo. They're just listening to you. I mean, I don't know. You're just listening to me. How bad can it be? I don't know. I talk in my sleep, and God only knows what I say. That in my multiple different characters. So, I pulled out the Orin Plus, which is my answer to the Alexa or Cortana or whatever. So instead of me asking any actual questions and anything actually going on, I just say, hey, Orin Plus, hit me up. And it's boom, boom. Yes, sir. You got it. So, that's actually not bad. That's some unicorn meat. That is a full spectrum, non-distillate, but it's a shatter. So it has been processed. It's a liquid shatter cart, not a distillate cart, not a rosin cart, not a resin cart. But so shatter, you would get that as a concentrate, and it's not going to look like this. But this right here is like a crumble, a sugar crumble. This is like crumble sugar batter, more of a batter. I would say this is like a crumbly batter. So it's a crumbly, juicy batter. That's a crumbly, juicy batter. So a crystal or a shatter would be literally like a broken piece of like shattered candy, it looks like. And this would be the liquid version of it. Let's hit that again really quickly. Been a while since I've gotten the Orin Plus out. I don't like to hold it in very long. I like to get it right out of my lungs. The second you inhale that in, you're already getting that into your system. Now keep in mind, the cart that I'm doing this from, this is a ceramic cart. You see that? So a ceramic cart means this piece. I was talking about this the other night, and I was like, I don't have a cart here at all. So this is a ceramic cart. The ceramic cart is a lot safer way to vape because you're not vaping through a metal cart, which would be metal pieces, metal particles, the metal heating up, those alloys changing, and you are inhaling those directly into your lungs. So if you are going to vape with anything at all, I recommend ceramic. Okay, so now we've done a little bit of cannabis education. I've taken 2 really big hits from the unicorn meat. That's what it's called. That one right there is unicorn meat. It's a sativa. And the flower is delicious. The shatter, not as tasty. It's effective, but not tasty. Is tasty so important? Is flavor so important? Yes, 100%. Flavor is number one. If it's not going to taste good, you're not going to go back and smoke it. You're not going to go back and eat it. If you don't enjoy it, what's the point? If you don't enjoy it, you're not going to go back and purchase again. These pre-rolls. It might take a small act of God to get me back there. No, wait, I can't say that. Maybe I can say that. I don't know. The people were really good where I went today. The people were good. Attentive, friendly, and that's what you want when you go into a dispensary. You want friendly, you want attentive, you want happy. But how do you get that when these people are standing around all day, sometimes dealing with hundreds of customers on their feet and in varied situations? How do you stay happy? I think cannabis, moreover, I see a happier, more authentic, true person. You know, they want a better environment and they give a lot. When it's a good environment, cannabis employees really give a lot. A lot. I'm telling you, incredible amounts. But that's what brings, excuse me, so gassy. That's what brings the customers in. That's what brings the people in when it comes to cannabis. It's not, I mean, the deals are great, but it's the people. It's the attitude. That's something we miss in so many different work cultures, is the right attitude or the love of work. The love of work. We don't love what we do. I do. I fucking love cannabis. And cannabis employees love cannabis. They love the plant. And because they love the plant and the advancement of the plant, they give a lot to their employers. And when their employers show them love and show them appreciation, then these employees become cannabis powerhouses and do wonders for the company. That's just the truth of it. That's where cannabis differs from any other industry, because I've worked so many different industries, watched so many different people, and very rarely have I ever seen the love that people put into what they do. There are rare exceptions. I was many moons ago, I was selling cookware for a very brief period. And the cookware was great. Management within the company, not so great, or the vision, not so great. But the cookware, fucking amazing stuff. But the cost of it, stupid. Oh my God. To know its lifetime and blah, 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 blah. You know, you just got to be able to sell the facts of something. But people, if you don't have money, you don't have fucking money for something like that. It's just fucking crazy when it comes to cookware. It's like you're buying a fucking car. Holy shit. That aside, there is an individual, he's still doing it. He still does the home and garden shows. And he's fantastic at it. He really is. And he loves what he does. He gets out there and he's magic. He cooks, he flips shit, he talks to people. He has a je ne sais quoi about him and the cooking. No, he does. He has like this magic and a vibe. And he does great out there. And he sells cookware. And he loves what he does. And it's because he loves what he does that he has such a good following and a good sales. And that's something that outside of cannabis, again, it's very difficult to find. People like their jobs, but they don't love them. And when you can love what you do, then it's not work. When you love what you do, it's life. And it's just part of living and doing and being and becoming. Instead of it becoming a thing that you have to do or you have to go to, instead, it's something you do. It's something that it becomes you. And you live it. It lives you. It's not a job. It's life. It's the journey. It's the adventure. And it doesn't hold me back. I become it. I am it. That's cannabis. At least that's where I've involved myself in the cannabis. Real estate, I've seen some people really into real estate. Super into it. And they make it their life. And they love it. And that's 100. That's 100% beautiful. Because that's what life should be about. It should be about those moments that we make for us, about us, to become us. You know, it's the whole thing on Mondays. We look at a Monday and say, oh, Monday, I can't approach a Monday. I can't go to a Monday. And it's like, but why? Why? I go, because I have to go to work. I have to drive. I have to do this. I have to do that. You know, I have so much emails to catch up on from the weekend. And I'm like, wow. I mean, you have so much pressure, so much pressure, so much. But why? Monday isn't when you begin, it's Sunday. You know, Sunday night, you're already checking your emails, you're checking shit out, you're clearing things out. You're prepared for Monday. Monday is like an easy day. It's like a day that you're breaking away from the weekend. It's like you work so hard to get to a weekend, and then you come to this abrupt stop. And then you're like, okay, I need a few drinks, I need to go party, I need to cram in a mini vacation. And then Sunday night hits you and you're like, oh, shit, tomorrow's Monday. What am I gonna do? It's like, really, the world's gonna end because tomorrow's Monday? No. Start pre-planning. Loosely plan your week. Live by the seat of your pants, yes, but with a little bit of pre-planning. So, I don't know, it's energy, it's combined energy. After that last hit, I'm pretty high. So I have no idea what I'm talking about now. It went bye-bye. But that's a good time to take a quick Dr. Pepper break. Wow. That's the great thing about highly motivated. I was talking about kindness earlier. Every show I mention kindness. That if we approach the day, we approach people, we approach everything with 10% more kindness. If you can't even bring the 10, then bring what you brought the day before. But bring kindness, bring your joy, your true joy and enthusiasm for life, because that changes everything. Joy, enthusiasm, that frequency is contagious. We all work on that together. And the collective mood can be so different by the beginning of the year. It's something we need. I see it every day. And you can't just talk to people anymore. Their energy is somewhere else. That's why I have this, the podcast, digitally. Sometimes it's just easier to sit around and chit chat and do the talky talk. The talky talk. So I told you about the wheel. We talked about Green Wednesday. We talked about Black Friday deals. They're like competing. It's like the 2 days are competing. And I'm like stuffed. I'm still stuffed. I'm actually officially still stuffed. I feel, that's why I think I'm wearing my after Thanksgiving shirt. I needed some, I don't know what the hell they are right now. My brain's not working. But I'm that stuffed. Maybe that's what's just messing me up a little bit. Maybe I'm so full, I feel like I'm having trouble thinking. Do you get that way? Do you eat too much and then sit there and think, talk? No. Maybe that's what, but I didn't do turkey because turkey has tryptophan, which would make me tired. It would slow me down. I appreciate you coming, hanging out, the vibe, the sesh, the jam, everything that this is. That's what this is. We're highly motivated. Together, as community, we are highly motivated and we can achieve anything. So if anything that you get from the show, anything at all, get kindness. That's the one thing that you can bring from the show and take out and do so. That's what I speak of. We need more kindness, more understanding, more empathy. And kindness comes in many forms. You don't have to be nice to be kind. Take it from somebody who's not always nice. Take it from somebody who can be perceived as not nice. Perceived. But I have a lot of energy. I have a lot of force within this energy, which can create the illusion of plus the crazy eyes, but I can't wear these in every conversation. Even though I feel pretty cool with these, I just can't wear them in every conversation. I just can't, Maybe I can. Just get used to them. Trying out different music here at the end. I think after a while, when the AI music plays, it kind of starts to lose it, right? It goes off into its little la-la land. That's not bad. I like that. I can turn it up more, but I won't. The other show, I was talking about getting my mixing board out and doing a little DJ. Get my studio stuff out, get some beats going. So I'm kind of excited. I was looking at it. I was looking at it earlier today. And I was like, ooh, not all my shit's compatible. I need to go through some of my music. And I have an insane amount. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So many different remixes and just musical sessions of wonderment. Because I think that's what music is. Music is the frequency. Music is the energy. It helps bring people together. I mean, when you go to a concert and everybody's vibing to the same song, you can feel energy in the air. You can feel a connectedness to, you feel like everybody around you. When you're sober, you feel connected. When I'm sober, I feel connected. When I'm slightly inebriated, when I'm high, I feel super connected. And I feel like I'm connected to the people on the stage. I'm connected to all the people in the audience. And I'm there, I'm part of that energy. That's why I love concerts. Concerts is something I miss. I haven't been to enough. And that's small get-together concerts, big festival venues. One of the best performances, best concert I've ever been to. And I call it a concert because it was in this pub, a bar, but the center of the bar is where they would have a stage, a little stage, and the very close up, the performers would play. And so there's this movie, From Dusk Till Dawn. And in the movie, there's a band, La Cucaracha? No. La Cacaro? No. Oh. I can't remember the name of the band, but they were just evil and fantastic and lyrical and on fire. So anyways, I heard this band would be at the Velvet Elvis. That's the name of the place. Yeah. So I heard this band would be at the Velvet Elvis. I was like, okay, we have to go. I'm trying to remember everybody that was there. And it's hard. It's hard because the event became everything. You became immersed in the crowd with the sweat of people going. These guys showed up late and we're all sitting there drinking and drinking and drinking and kind of like, come on, what's going on? What's going on? And then right when you're at the edge of, are they going to come on? Are they playing? Is this happening? Right at the edge of that, boom, they start playing. The guy in the guitar, and he comes out, he introduces himself. He goes, this is who I am. Tonight, we rock and roll. And then he went and they rocked and rolled and we partied till I want to say they stopped playing at like 3:00 in the morning. I mean, this was it wasn't a private venue. It was a local pub, but they shut down at 2. But it didn't matter. They kept playing. It was amazing. They did cover songs. They did their own songs. They did songs that they did in the movie From Dusk Till Dawn, the original one with Cheech, from Cheech and Chong, and not Antonio Banderas, the other guy. The other guy. He does all those robbery movies. Shit. He's got like a whiskey or a vodka. They all have whiskeys and fucking vodkas. And he's riding a scooter. I don't know. No, he rides a motorcycle. He rides a motorcycle with Brad Pitt, and he thinks he's the lyric. I don't know. I can't remember his name. It doesn't matter. He was in the movie, and vampires and bullshit. But this was an awesome experience. Probably. I mean, I don't know. I was in the mosh pit with Metallica playing the night that the lead singer, broke his arm. I don't know. I mean, that was an experience. I think every concert I've ever been to has been such an energy, but not just because of the band, because of the people getting into it. Now, if the people were not getting into it, I don't remember the concerts. Wait, there is one that kind of rivals all concerts. The Velvet Elvis was amazing with that band. I'll remember the band. It was From Dusk Till Dawn. It was the band. They were playing when they turned to vampires. The guitar became a dead person, or a person, like a torso and like a leg, and it was like, like I think the bass player. Okay. But a concert to rival all concerts. I mean, I was at one where I saw Lenny Kravitz in one day, Red Hot Chili Peppers. It was the Horde Fest. I think that's what it was called. That was insane. That was insane. But it wasn't about the music. I was so far away from stages. I was so trippy dippy and high that it was about, I think it was more about the vibe, because excuse me. Wow. No. The concert to rival all concerts. Gypsy Kings in Houston, or outside of Houston at the Cynthia Woods Pavilion, I think it was. Remember, he's still there. And it was the Gypsy Kings. I'd seen other bands. I'd seen like Rod Stewart there and Stevie Ray Vaughan, like one of his last concerts. Oh, the energy from that man and his guitar. And, electric. So anyways, that being said, but it was the Gypsy Kings. I was like front row, center. I have never had a better musical experience than that night. It was like a religious movement, just ridiculous. And that was with the crowd, the energy, these guys. There's like 7 of them playing in unison. I think one guy rotates out of the band or another guy rotates in, but these guys have been playing together forever. And magic, just magic. Wow. Not just how they play their guitars together in such beautiful unison, but their sounds, their voices, their songs. I mean, if you've never heard a Gypsy King song, I'm gonna butcher everything, of course, but it was like Bamboleo, Bambolea. Da, 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 da. Okay, now. It's like, okay, now. All right. Bamboleo, Bambolea. Okay, nothing. Yeah, I'm just in La La Land right now. I'm happy. Good night. You know, it's been a good night. It's been a lot of food. I think the food's just befuddled me. I'm befuddled because of the food. Great food. I hope you hugged everybody and told everybody you love them. You know, I hope that you took advantage of the opportunity of a good meal with family, because that's magic. That's absolute magic. And that's moments, those small moments that you really do remember. Remember, life is made up of all these small things. Don't sweat them. Don't sweat the small stuff, but enjoy it. Enjoy the now. Look, use those moments to live, eat, breathe, feel now. That changes everything. Don't think about the past. Don't think about the future. Think about right now. Right now is everything, and so are you. You're amazing. You are everything. You are the power that you seek. You are the energy within. You are the watcher, and you are the eye. You know what that means? It means you're creating it. You're creating the footsteps in front of you. You're creating the choices that you make and the destiny that your life becomes. You are watching it happen. That means you're also making it happen. We won't get too deep tonight. This is our after Thanksgiving come down. It's the food that's befuddling my brain. The food is I feel like full and like plotting a little too much. Like I know I definitely ate too much. I mean, look, I went back, I ate, and it was like I ate a lot. And then I rested just a little bit. And then I went back and I ate again. And then I questioned myself, have I eaten too much? And then I had gone back a third time. This is all yesterday. I had gone back a third time after resting, because the second time it put me down. I had trouble getting up. So I don't know, once I got up, why I felt like I should continue eating. It was delicious. That's why I continued eating. Because there was love. The energy of love was in that food. So it was delicious. So I went back a third time, and I noshed a little bit. A little nosh, a little nibble, a little nosh, a little nibble. So a nibble, a nosh. And then before you know it, it's like an entire meal. And then I got up pretty early this morning, feeling quite bloated. So I went for a long walk on the property. And then I went and grabbed the shit cutter downer, which happens to be a very interestingly shaped machete. It's in the shape of a sword. It's in the shape of a samurai sword. So really, it's not a machete, it's a samurai sword that I commandeered from my child. And that's what I cut myself with the other day. Yeah, it was a small cut. I was very lucky. And then today, I was very lucky. When you're tired, stop chopping shit with an unapproved chopper, even though it's sharp as hell, and it does wonders at what I was doing brush clearing, like amazing. Like Indiana Jones wanted some shit like this. He was like, machete, no, give me the samurai sword. We're gonna clear this in seconds. Not its intended use. So, yeah, don't know why I started talking about that. Just must have been in my mind. So I thank you. I thank you for being here, part of this smoke sesh, this get together, this community event. I'm excited. I'm excited for you because you're now going into a fun-filled weekend of decompression from family, from friends, from giving of thanks and gratitude and just so much emotional. I don't know, it takes time to assimilate. I think it takes time all the way into the weekend. But there's a lot of things going on this weekend. I'm pretty jazzed. We're going to have our smoke sesh again on Sunday. So Sunday night, you can catch us once again right here, highly motivated. Until then, check out our articles on Oraganji.com. So ORAGANJI.com. Oraganji.com. We've got some great articles, some great links, just awesome things happening. So that's the exciting things. That's what's going on. Thank you for joining me on today's Friday Smoke Session. I just feel full. I feel so full. Oh, this is ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to go lay down or something. Smoke another joint. I'm going to go roll another joint because I'm out of joints. I'm out of weed. It's like, what, Warren, the show's over because you're out of weed? Like, no, I would smoke one of these. Look, this is the Kalea Zakatachichi mixed with THCA, so hemp flower, just as a bonding of some sort or a blending. So in this interesting blend, which are both 100% legal, you can get them on the market, THCA and Kalea Zakatachichi. Zakatachichi is a dream herb. I might smoke this in a little while, but if you're not, and then go lay down and relax. Now, if I drink a tea with it, it's a little bit slower of a progression and easier. But if you smoke it, you start to almost immediately feel like, I don't know. There's a euphoria, and you start getting very deep very quickly. So if you want to go into a meditation, that would be the shit to do. If you're going to lay down and go into a dream state and you're manifesting some shit, that would be the shit to do. Kalea Zakatachichi. Why? Because it's the dream herb. It creates very vivid, realistic, directed dreams. And if you're manifesting, it's not needs, it's not wants, it's you believing it. And if you believe it, it becomes real. If you believe it in your mind, then your conscious world has to adjust. Your belief must become reality. Your belief must become reality. I just realized I have a very Miami Vice kind of feel going on right now. This would be my Grand Theft Auto character. So if you're right now, I look like a GTA character. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome indeed. So anyways, those are pretty powerful. That Kalea Zakatachichi and a little bit, because the THCA, I've tried that shit, and it wasn't anything. I wasn't impressed. Not impressed at all. But the Kalea Zakatachichi infused into that, or not infused, but added into the pre-roll. Wow, it was shocking, and just wow. I mean, how it opens up your mind. My goal is to try to dream not only more vivid, but I haven't really dreamed or remembered I think I obviously dream. Obviously I go somewhere. Because I talk in my sleep in such detail, in languages I do not know, in the detail. Maybe some languages I do know, but not in that detail, not in that accent. Look, I can do accents, and I can fake shit with an accent, but in my sleep, that's insane. My mother once recorded me as a kid, and I was speaking in Russian. And she was just like, what is this? What are you doing? What is going on? And I'm like, I don't know. Wild. I mean, and as a kid, then I did not know Russian. So it could be alternate realities all compiling in. It could be global consciousness, maybe connecting to that alpha state where others are there as well, and I'm just kind of tapping into their life, their psyche, their dream. Maybe I'm just recording quickly, not recording, but playing a segment of their stream, their frequency, their life. I don't know. So dreams are something I'm really looking to get much deeper into. So for me, I do things like Damanya, Blue Lotus. I do Mugwort. I do Kalea, Zakatachichi. And I do these in a combination. I will smoke most of these. The Blue Lotus, yeah, I'll smoke. And not the Mugwort. The Blue Lotus, I'll smoke. And but Mugwort, you can smoke as well. Actually, yeah, Mugwort, you can smoke. It's actually very smooth. Mullein is lovely, and it helps clear up congestion in the lungs. I did it the other day. I had it in a pre-roll along with many of these other herbs, and it did amazing things for my deeper breathing, and that's a big deal. That's something I've been really working on, is my deeper breathing. Okay, I've rambled off enough. This is Highly Motivated. Bring kindness into the world. Bring energy and magic only you can bring. And you know that magic. Look, I was just saying a second ago that we are that quantum lifeline, that computer, that creator, that reality maker. That's what you are. You get out there, you conquer the world. You are the lion, you are the lioness. And what you are capable of is everything. Don't ever think for a moment that you are not capable of something. You are capable of everything. You have to believe it, though. Belief in your subconscious makes it real in your conscious eventually. It has to regulate out. Look, you go into your subconscious and you manifest. You believe in what you are looking for. You believe that it already happens. You believe that it's already going on. You believe and feel it as though it is real, and you play it out in your mind as you are going to sleep, and do it over and over and over again for like 4 days. Believe it. Your conscious doesn't understand shit. There's too much going on in your conscious. The past is hitting you. The future is hitting you. Needs and wants are hitting you. People are thoughts and it's too much. Conscious reality is psychotic. So instead of trying to appease it, instead of trying to make it happy, I think we attack it in the subconscious. And it must, if we believe it here, and the mind believes it, and you believe it, the conscious world has to regulate. And it has to look, it's shaking. It doesn't want to do it. It's kind of come up. It's like, what's going on? But you believe it. And if you believe it, remember, you're the creator. If you believe it, you are the maker. You are the eye and the watcher. So if you believe it, the conscious world has to believe it. And it's like, oh, I have to make it right. And it has to balance things out. Boom. That's the magic. Belief. So belief in people, belief in kindness, belief in change, belief in authenticity. That's everything. Okay, you be amazing and be everything you want to be. See you again here. Now, wait, before I leave, no, I'm just going to do a quickie check. I'm going to go to the Facey Bookie, because on the Facey Bookie, I could be still live. I could not. Maybe. I was going to say, if anybody has their email they wanted to share on the face of book, I will spin the wheel and I will send you I guess that's a lot to ask. It's very personal. I don't know, how would people do that? How else would people get prizes? I'm just thinking. Email seems to be like the smartest way to do it. Not to ask for the phone number, the email. I'll contact via email. You can ignore anybody via email. Not that many people are going to take your email and contact. Who gives a shit? I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. Email. Email is the best way to do it. Or privately no, because no, I need your email so I can spin the wheel. Okay. So, anyways, I think you're all amazing. And I think you're the reason this show goes on. You're the reason it continues to go on. Because it's the energy that we all bring as a community. And so that's part of community coming together, collaboration, creating and changing. So that's all happening right here on Highly Motivated because of you. The change happens because of you. And that is magic. Okay, enough magic, enough abracadabra, speaking it into existence. I'm going because I'm just so bloated. I'm going to roll over to the couch. All right, have an amazing night. We'll see you Sunday.